Austin Bosch. We're here for two big reasons. One, it's the last weekend of the Flower Festival, which they have going on here. So we'll check that out and see what's going on with it. And more importantly, FantasiaCity of Lights, which is a whole new section, just opened up. I believe it was a week or two ago. So let's go check it out. Here's some of what they have for the Flower Festival around the park. Over in Flower Road, they have a lot of new flowers set up. They've got light up flowers there as well. You'll see in Amsterdam City, they've got a set up. And then they've got a tulip garden area. Even the main map they have set up at the entrance to the park has FantasiaCity of Lights added in there. Definitely excited to check that out. It's funny because last time I was here, most of the park was closed. Half of the restaurants and some of the attractions weren't even open. But now that we're in April, should all be opened up. Walking in through the teddy bear section, they've completely changed the theming for the Flower Festival because it's now spring. And with that comes the new Bear of the Month. I don't know if it's actually a monthly thing they change out, but it sure feels like it, for 2,800 yen. Before we enter Flower Road to the right, there's these cool posters. I want to see that for the Flower Festival. A flower train. And here you'll see FantasiaCity of Lights, which is now open, showcasing several of the attractions that they have within. All various different interactive, light-based games. It's kind of wild. These flowers look so pristine. They almost look fake. And funny enough, over here on the opposite side, there's a night show, because these ones actually are fake. We'll come by later and see what that's all about. Something completely new that I had no idea they even did was made this Blueprint Cafe to the right. They've got a few different eats here and plenty of drinks. Quite interesting, they have a picture next to everything. I don't know if it's always been this way, but to the right of the windmill walkthrough, you can walk down this path and actually go out into the Flower Road. It looks like the tulip section is back over that way, so we're going to continue along and head over there. Walking out into the main area, I don't really see any signs or anything, but I feel like you have to go back in this alley to access that one point. Let's check it out. I'm also quite excited because the One Piece restaurant and shop should be open now. Haven't been there in a while and I really want some of that Sanji seafood pasta. I think I know why there's no signs pointing back here. Because they're all dead now. Kind of surprising. I thought they'd be around a little bit longer. But that's it. I don't know if they actually replaced the hanging umbrella parts here, but they definitely look shinier. This is completely new. Detective Tin Boss in the Mysterious Kingdom. No idea what that is. Probably an anime. I don't know what's in here. It might be a scavenger hunt or something. They're showing these different cards they've got. Wow, they changed this fast. Just weeks ago, this area was filled with the little capsule machines. Now it's a really detailed library. Very cool. The attractions over here at this VR World section are completely different. They've got like a raft one, and I'm not too sure what the other is, but the inside of the building has even changed. I'm really surprised how fast they were able to change some of this stuff over. Now it makes sense why a lot of this stuff was closed in February and March. This is so weird. I walked by the dinosaur area and I noticed the games in here. So they moved the games into this building, but they also moved the Men in Black chairs in here as well, which I saw before over where the VR stuff was. And they even have their weird little raptor going. Over in the corner, there's a really random dinorama over here. Crossing the bridge over to the FantasiaCity of Lights area. We'll go in and take a right over here. See what's in there for the first time. Before we even walk in, there's a line here for Flower Fantasy, 10-minute wait. As soon as you walk in over on the right, I really like these display cases. Flowers in them. Looks rather plain in the day. I'm definitely excited to see what it looks like tonight. Looks like you can go inside the dome here in the middle. Looks pretty awesome looking out from it. Every building here has various attractions inside. Not even sure where to start. This one looks like it has the longest line though, right over here. Bell theming everywhere in here. Really cool. Here's a rotating wheel with bells on it. And as you turn it, the wheel's still going, even though I let go of it, but you'll see the room's got the Edison bulbs everywhere. And there's a hammer. If you grab the hammer and you go to the bell and you hit it, every time you hit it, it illuminates these Edison bulbs. The harder you hit, the brighter they get. Near the exit, there's this kind of bell machine. Not sure how that one works, but there's some little cages you can look through. And this is the main bell organ thing, but from the first floor. Okay, that was really cool actually. It was kind of like part museum, part show. You just walk through and there's some interactive elements with lights. Main theming of it though was bells, and there was interactive bell areas. There was a big organ that would play several songs. Pretty cool. As much as I want to check out the other stuff, I want to head to one piece before that closes. Definitely coming back when it's dark out. As we enter Amsterdam, this is where the flower stuff continues. Looks like there's a lot of flower festival things over there. Let's check it out. Taking a look back from the other side, you'll see plenty of flowers. And it looks like there's a show or event they do right over here because there's plenty of chairs around. I'm noticing they've added more decorations down here by the canal area. The sun should be setting pretty soon. Looking forward to see what it looks like at night. Alright, One Piece is finally open again. Let's get something to eat so we can go back to the FantasiaCity of Light. Well, dang. It's literally 1802 right now. Looks like I just missed it. I've never seen this before. Across from One Piece, that game museum is actually open. This actually is a game museum with various game consoles throughout the ages. You can see them labeled on the top. And they even have playable ones, such as Mario 64 on an N64. It's funny looking at some of this stuff. I've never actually seen a Game & Watch in person. And just sold my Atari 2600 before moving here. Funny though, because the Famicom, you can see in a lot of stores here, a lot of the like Goodwill style stores. I like that over here for the N64, they even have the Rumble Pack on the controller. What's pretty funny to me, as I'm looking through this entire cabinet, every single thing here I've had at one point, except for the Xbox. I never had an original Xbox. I even had a Wii U. We got PS4, Xbox One. Yeah, I've had all of this at some point. They have One Piece figures you can play for. I'm gonna have to try this out, although I've never played a claw machine like this. So you move it back, then you move this one, and then you move this one. I'm not sure if it grabs or what it's gonna do. We'll check out the Tower City restaurants. I don't think I've ever actually eaten at any of them back here. I think I'm gonna check out El Marzo because they have this pan-fried fish, which looks pretty good. And just like that, the night is here. Let's go ahead and head back to FantasiaCity of Lights. I think a nighttime show might have ended at FantasiaCity of Lights because a lot of people are coming out and I just heard some music ending. Stepping in the area at night, you see they have some projections and stuff. Not quite as illuminated as I thought it would be. But then again, I think they do a show probably every half hour or something like that. I think this is actually like a flower-themed bar. Kind of want to see what's in here. As soon as you walk in, it surely is a flower bar. And they have a drink menu, so let's check it out. This is so cool. So once you order, you go over to this wall, and you get a QR code that you scan in one of these stations. A little capsule machine will come out, and that will give you a like themed topping for your drink. And if you look around, this whole place is very interactive. Here's the drink I got. This is the butterfly I got out of the capsule machine. And then when you put it on the table, it actually will react because it's all projection based. And then hanging around, I just took the one from here. You have different colored toppings that you can add to your drink. So I actually just opened one of them. And it's like little green pop rocks. You'll see how the table is interacting with everything you do. This is pretty wild. Here's what the bar looks like from a distance. Super cool. I kind of want to check out this wall though, because I feel like it's going to be very interactive. This is so crazy. You just stand in front of this colorful wall and there's a sign saying take pictures or do whatever, but pretty amazing. Like, this is a really awesome bar. It's a pretty quiet day, but I'm surprised I'm the only one in here. And you'll see if I go up here and set the drink down, it will activate the environment. Over in the side, they have this really nice setup as well. A decorative hammock. Looking at some of these capsule balls up above, they actually go pretty high. This one has like little silver beads in it. Pretty cool. Love the touch of the Edison bulbs. This is pretty much the story of what's going on here in this bar. Stepping back outside, I think the show is about to begin because they just made an announcement. I forgot to point out the actual drink menu. Here's a look at it. Just various different flavored mixed drinks, and they had some food items as well. That show was awesome, but we actually haven't even walked back to this section yet, so let's see what's going on back here. Alright, we're walking in Umi no Fantasia, so something about the sea. Probably the main theme of whatever this is. There are many video screen aquarium tanks, and then it looks like we head this way. They have various walls with different projection fluids, which I guess you just go up and can do things with. In case you're worried about germs, you don't actually have to touch it. You can just kind of hover your hand above it, and that works too. Here we follow the ocean path up some stairs with little fish. Kind of fun to hold the camera next to the mirror. This is an aquarium room, but the other side is just reflective. There's a dome area you can go in and interact with this one at an angle. Apparently in the room we're going in, your silhouette becomes a fish. You step on the shadows, make them swim away. Interesting. I see what they mean by your silhouette is a fish. That's me. Yep, that's me. See? Hi. I'm two fish at the same time. Over here, I'm yellow, but on the opposite side, I'm blue. There's a cage you can step into. That was kind of scary, actually. It's dangerous seas. Learn when the presence in the water approaches. Step into the underwater cage to catch a glimpse of the movement in the shadows. Yeah, it's basically a Mosasaurus attacks you. Pretty wild seeing something like this. Makes me feel a little more like I'm in SeaWorld than Bosch. The random tunnels just keep going. Oh wow, there's like a motion movie. You can sit down and and you move around with it. The exit takes you to the colorful street here, and the opposite building has the Square Enix attractions. Now, unfortunately, the attractions in this area close at 8, which seems a little strange since it's kind of designed to be like a nighttime area. Maybe on weekends or busier days it'll be open later, so we only got to do about half of them. That's pretty cool. Still have no idea what this is, but it's pretty cool. Back at Flower Road at night to see if those light up flowers are on right now, or they do a show, or what the deal with them is. Doesn't look like it's a specific show. They just do different light patterns. Time for the best place in the park, getting all of the delicious desserts. Alright, that is going to do it this evening from Huis and Bosch. Awesome day here. Great to see FantasiaCity of Lights finally open. Only got to do about half the things that they have to offer. Kind of strange they closed at 8, but the park closed at 9, so makes sense. I feel like in the summer, perhaps they will be open a little bit later in the evening. Flower Festival, didn't get to see too much for that. Maybe earlier in the year there was a little bit more, but this is the last weekend of it. So keep that in mind. Overall, awesome to see new things here and see that they're changing a lot of it too. So that is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. The caravan is moving on.